Tango Zulu, K7 Tokyo Zanzibar.
Kilo 7 Tango Zulu. You're 5'9", maybe a little over. I'll give you a full report on the next go around, but you're good strong signal into Caldwell, Idaho, southwest part of Idaho, near Boise. Name here is Dave, Delta Adam Victor Edward, over.
Roger, Dave, thanks so much. Your call sign again? I just barely caught the end of your CQ, so I need your call sign again, please. Over.
It's Kilo Mike 6 Yankee Sierra Sierra KM6 YSS, over.
Thanks, Dave. Got it. Kilo Mexico 6 Yankee Sierra Sierra from Kilowatt 7 Tango Zulu. Fine business, Dave. Wow, super signal here in Washington State, which you'd expect. We're not that far away, right? You are like 5x8, almost 5x9 at times. And the name here is J, Juliet Alpha Yankee. And I hope you're having warmer weather in Caldwell, Idaho than we are. It's about 62 degrees and cloudy and quite cool with very light rain showers. I guess it's good for all the wildfires, but boy, in western Washington, it just hasn't warmed up for the last week or so. It's been quite cool, Dave. Back to you, I'll copy KM6. By the way, my situation is Port Angeles, Washington State. I'm about 25 miles west of Port Angeles, near a little town called Joyce. Juliet, Oscar, Yankee, Charlie, Echo, Joyce, right on the bluff on the Strait of Juan de Fuca, looking across British Columbia, Victoria, the provincial capital of BC, right on the beach. Back to you, Dave. I'll copy. KM6, Yankee, Sugar, K7TTZ.
Roger J, you were, when we started out, you were about 10 over, actually, on 10 over 5'9", and you've dropped down around 5'9", 5'8", but you're doing good, making it in here real well. And the weather here has been a little cooler, thank goodness. We've been up in the hundreds and the 90s for quite some time, longer than we're used to. So being down in the 80s and 70s is really a welcome thing for us here, man. I've been enjoying it. Matter of fact, right now it's 64 degrees outside, and it's clear skies, except for the smoke, of course. Other than that, man, the weather's been fantastic. And you sound really familiar. I feel like I've talked to you before, but I don't have you in my log, so I guess maybe I'm mistaken. But anyway, yeah, it's doing good. I'm running a 7300 at 100 watts into a homebrew speaker wire antenna. It's a vertical, quarter wave vertical with the radials. Yeah, I've got a painter's pole pushed up about 21 feet, and that's what it's attached to at the top. I've got one wire cut for 40 and one wire cut for 20, and that's what I'm using for my antenna. And the ICOM 7300 at 100 watts, over.
Roger, Dave, boy, nice job, fine business on that little dipole. That's really impressive. I think it's a dipole. There was a thunder crash. Just as you told me about your antenna, I got that there's a center pole, and you've got one cut for 20 and one cut for 40, and I believe it's a dipole. So correct me if I got that wrong. I'm running, it's the big brother. It's an ICOM 7610. I happen to own a 7300, which I just bought a couple of months ago. I just think this is the most amazing rig for the money. That receiver is so fabulous, and it's got enough bells and whistles to do the job, but not overkill. It is just a really fine rig. So you have great audio, and you're 5'7" or so. Except for the thunder crashes, Dave, you're doing really well. I'm running about 400 watts. I have a desktop linear. You might be interested in picking one of these up. They're not expensive. It's a ICOM IC2KL, and it's a desktop linear, runs about 500 watts. And my 7300 only takes about 40 watts input to make that thing pump out 500 watts. It's amazing how well that 7300 does. To a rotatable dipole at about 40 feet. It's a MFJ big ears antenna. It's a telescoping whip, about 35 feet long on each side, on a little fiberglass tripod. I've got it on my deck outside on the roof here, and boy, it just does a super good job. I'm really impressed. And you can get on any frequency, 40 to 10 meter, even 6 if you wanted to. 40 through, it's totally adjustable. You just have to go up there and change the length of the whip in order to make it resonant. But boy, what a great antenna that is. It's doing a really good job for me. You might appreciate something like that, on some other bands like 15, for instance. Okay, back to you, Dave. I'll copy. Kilowatt Mexico 6 Yankee Sierra Sierra, K7TTZ. Over, Dave.
Roger, Jay. Copied all that, and I'm actually looking at that ICOM IC2KL online to see what it looks like, what it goes for. Let's see, I haven't found a price on it yet, but yeah, that's a pretty interesting looking amplifier, and it sounds like it's doing a great job for you for sure. Yeah, it's doing fantastic, man. You're coming in here real well. I am running actually vertical. It's a quarter wave vertical. I got 2 quarter wave verticals that come down into a 1-to-1 balun with a common feed point just for the RF choke, and one's cut for 20, one's cut for 40, and I've got the radios that go out from there on the negative side of the on the coax side of the 1-to-1. Anyway, that's what I'm running on the antenna, and it seems to do okay. I had a G5RV up for a while, the one they call the Shorty. But it just never would really tune right on anything without a tuner, and so I ended up going back to my homemade speaker wire antennas, and I prefer them. I'm getting better results with it than I did with the G5RV. Over.
Roger that. Okay, thanks, Dave. I appreciate the clarification. How high off the ground is your vertical? Over.
Well, they start from the ground and they go up only about 21 feet. So the obviously the 40 meter is not long, is too long to go up just 21 feet. So what I have is I've got a loading coil at the bottom that I just took a piece of PVC and I wrapped about 20 turns on it with the speaker wire and then taped it up. And so it takes up some of the wire. So electrically it helps it tune, but that way it doesn't go all the way up to 21 feet. It goes to about 21 feet from the ground, about 20 feet from the ground, about a foot off the top of the pole. Over.
Roger, Dave. Fine business. Boy, congratulations. That homebrew antenna is working out really well. That's very impressive. Sounds like you put some energy into that, some skill. I'm impressed. So it's doing good. Another, actually the antenna I'm on right now, I just got my rotatable dipole. I'm on a half-wave long wire. So it's half-wave, it's about 120 feet long, and it's cut for 80, 40, 20, 15, and 10. And it's an antenna I got from an outfit called myantennas.com. The guy used to be an antenna designer for Cushcraft, and he has these really cool end-fed half-wave antennas that really work well. I'm really impressed. So this is up in the trees, about 60 feet up, and about 120 feet long, cut for 80 meters. I've also got one I'm going to put up sometime this fall. It's one for 160. It's like 300 feet long. Oh my God, it's humongous, 256 feet. Can't remember. It's super long, right? Anyway, it's going up in the trees the same way. I'm really impressed with how well those lower antennas do if you can get them resonant, and if you can get them pointed the right way, and if you can get them high enough. So this is half-wave off the ground, so it really seems to make a big difference. Well, fine business on your weather. I'm glad it's so cool there. I have an elderly friend that lives in Chewelah, Washington, which is just a little bit west of Sandpoint, just across the state line. And boy, she's been appreciating the cooler weather as well. It's been really hot up there in the north end of Idaho and the north end of northeast part of Washington State. So she's appreciating the cool temperatures as well. You got more coming. It's been really cool this whole week here in western Washington, and all this air mass, this marine air. Hope it helps with the fires, right? Do you have any fires close to you, Dave? Back to you, K7TTZ.
Negative. No, we don't have anything close to us. We're just getting all the smoke from those California fires. Just after it cleared up from the Oregon fires, the California fires started sending their smoke this way. So, yeah, it's we had about 2 days of clear skies and then back to smoky skies, but nothing nearby. It's all coming in from a distance. And yeah, so hey, you know what? Also, what I'm doing, Jay, I'm making a YouTube video actually, and I've got a recording of our contact, and you'll be able to search YouTube later on with your call sign, and you'll be able to see your signal and be able to hear your audio on this side. And so hopefully you'll enjoy that, because you've got a really good signal. Over.
Oh, thanks, Dave. I'm going to get my family all around the TV set next week and play that for them. Don't take it down. We're at a vacation house. We don't have access to the internet, but I will be home in Seattle. I actually, my home QTH is in downtown Seattle, but I'll get the whole family around the TV and play that for them. It'll be really fun. Hi, Elliot. That's my grandson. He loves hanging out with me when I'm calling CQ. He laughs hysterically when I'm calling CQ. He thinks it's just so funny. So that'll be great, Dave. What an awesome idea. I really appreciate that. It's an awesome idea. I'm really grateful. That'll be fun. Don't take it down for at least a week or so, because that'll be really fun to show all my whole family. They'll really appreciate that a lot and enjoy it. All right. So, yeah, we had quite a bit of smoke here in western Washington during that heat dome event that came pouring out of the Fraser River from B.C. And we did get some smoke that came in from Oregon off in the Pacific Ocean for a week or so, which was really weird. These westerly winds filled with smoke that had come up from Oregon. That was a little bit strange. But most of the summer so far has been pretty much smoke-free, except for those two different events earlier in maybe July, just for a couple of days each. So, boy, I know everybody else is just covered with smoke, so it's a big deal. Are you guys staying safe back there in Caldwell, Dave? We're all vaccinated here and staying low right now with all this Delta variant stuff going on. We're just trying to keep locked down and stay safe. Back to you, Dave. Kilowatt Mexico 6, Yankee Sugar, K7TTZ.
Well, Jay, we don't believe in the Delta variant here in Idaho. Over.
Yeah, I bet that's the truth. Oh, my God. Sorry about that. I'm looking forward to that third booster shot, to be honest about it. Back to you, Dave.
Roger that, man. I'm just playing with you. Yeah, it's kind of a little bit of both out here. Some people are worried, some people aren't, but it really, I don't know. I don't think it's that big a deal, to be honest with you. And I haven't gotten a shot. I did get that really nasty flu last year, and I think that's what they call the COVID, right? And man, it was a real difficult one to get through. And once I got through it, I was fine. I don't want to catch it again. If there's another strain of it come around, I definitely don't want to have it again. But I don't know. I don't want to get the vaccine though. I just don't like some of the things that I've heard, and also some of the things that I've seen from it. We've had, I don't really want to talk about where I work, but I mean, it's in my QRZ page, but we've had some people who were very young and healthy get that thing and die of a heart attack just within a few days. And other side effects that I don't really want to, end up with. So, and I've got some underlying conditions. And my doctor actually advised me not to get the vaccine. So I'm going to go with my doctor's orders and stay away from it. But anyway, yeah, you're gonna enjoy the video, and I think that's great. It'll be up as long as you want it up. If you email me and tell me to take it down, I'll take it down. Or if YouTube somehow decides that they want to delete it, they will. But so far, every video I put up stays up, and I don't take them down. So guys can always go back to them and compare signals and compare equipment and stuff like that over time, So yeah, it'll be there for you. And yeah, so Jay, it was nice talking with you. I'm going to say 73s, try to get a couple more contacts, and I really, really appreciate you coming back to CQ. I hope you enjoy the video. I hope it's helpful to you, and I hope your family enjoys it. If you can get your family to sit down and watch a video of you talking on the radio, that's pretty cool, man. My family gives me a bad time, especially when I use that call sign Yankee Sugar. My son says I'm the sweetest guy in ham radio. Over.
Oh, that is hilarious, Dave. I love it. Yeah, we have fine business on your doctor suggesting not get the vaccine. I totally get it. Yeah, I'm masking up and just staying low. I'm 74, and I've got some underlying conditions, so I think the COVID would do me in. So flu is bad enough. I get so sick with that without worrying about COVID as well.
Right.
So So just keep masking up and stay safe, Dave. I love it. It's awesome. And thank you so much for the video. That'll be really, really fun. I'll get them all around the TV set, and don't even know what's happening when I pull that video up. It'll be so much fun. So we won't be back to Seattle until next weekend, and then I'll one day next week, early next week, I'll pull that video up and show it to them. It'll be great. Thanks so much, and what a great video. Nice signal. Congratulations on your homebrew antenna, and I love that little 7300. Boy, that is just the most amazing radio for the money. It's just an amazing little box. It just does so well. All right, Dave, 73, and it seems like I've talked to you before. I agree with you, but you're not on my logbook either. So now you are, and again, sometime soon we'll work you again, I hope. Thanks so much, Dave. Stay safe. I really appreciate it. And 73s. Kilo off Mexico 6, Yankee Sugar, K7 TTZ. Back to you, Dave. Good night.
Good night, my friend. 73s.